Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel, and today we're going to be going into a little bit more of an update on the Camaro getting wrapped. So in the previous video you guys might have saw that I had sanded down the bumper and all of that because it had bubbles in it in order to prevent the wrap going over top of it and it looking horrible when it's done. I also started removing some of the dents, and I've got about 90% of what I can remove out of the car. The more I progressed in removing the dents, the more I realized a lot of it was basically body shop prep. The father and son that painted this car before, the prep on the car was not great. There's a lot of lows and highs, and they're not dents. It's just the material or the finish of their prep and paint job was not the best. So I mean, there's the only way to actually get this car looking 100% is to completely redo the paint job, but I'm wrapping it. Not that big of a deal. The body's actually in great shape. No rust, nothing like that. No major dings. I removed any of the ones that you can really see. The only thing you'll ever really see now is the imperfection or the imperfections in the paint job prior to me owning the car, which it's not that big of a deal to me, even though I have OCD, and seeing things like that on my vehicles drives me nuts. I understand this car is 40 years old almost, and it's just, it is what it is. It actually looks really good for its year and everything. I'm perfectly happy with it, but I can tell you one thing. So you guys might know that I wanted to do a matte chrome red on this car, and originally actually they had painted it. They sent me the paint can colors and everything, and it was actually a metallic cherry red or something like that, and it looks more of like a burnt orange or a copper, and of course the panels are all different colors and all that. You know, for a father and son paint job and prep, it's not that bad, but that's where we're at now on the car. What I'm doing now is I've removed the tail lights. If you guys don't know how to do that, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll help you guys out. Sorry I didn't include it in the video. It's very simple. It's like 5 little twist nuts on the back side after you remove your internal paneling. That you can do it just by removing the center section, and you can access all of them. But I'm actually removing the spoiler. Should have recorded this, but it's simply done by removing a few fasteners underneath here. Yours may have little rubber cups that go over these that seal all the holes that cover the bolts and nuts. So there's a few that just run along here, and you remove those, and that's as simple as removing the spoiler, at least the center section. That's all I have. The previous owners actually deleted the sides, which I actually kind of like the look, so I might just keep it that way. But in removing the spoiler, I had two, one here and one here on the very end, that the nuts did not come off. They unthreaded from the spoiler, but the nuts did not come off. So the spoiler will come off. Let's just go ahead and set this down. So spoiler's off. Simple as that. Not very hard to remove. Now you run into the issue of, the reason I'm removing this is so when they wrap the car, they can actually go all the way with it to make sure it's underneath the spoiler. It's not going to come up or anything like that. Plus the spoiler and spoiler wicker or wing wicker are going to get wrapped a different color than the rest of the car, so it's just going to be easier to do it that way. But I wanted to make it as easy on them as possible. But now we have these little studs here sticking out, and I'd like to just remove those so they're not in the way. And then I want to get like an epoxy of some sort and insert these back into the spoiler. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these. I'm going to use my van pliers and very carefully grip the threads with my van pliers, and I'll go ahead and get those two removed, and that's really it. That's as far as I've gotten I just figured I'd give you guys a quick update. So we have basically everything removed, as many of the dents as possible. The rest is all body fillers and stuff that I can't really do anything with without sanding the entire car down. But they're not so bad as to you're gonna see them easily. So it's not like a big old dent or smash in the side of the car or a big old door ding. It's just more of like a wave or a ripple in certain spots. And then the only other thing I'm going to remove is the front grille here, just so they can wrap up into there. Other than that, that's all I'm gonna remove. I'm not gonna remove the mirrors or door handles. I think they can wrap around those, but everything else is prepped. All the dents that I can get out are out, except for one in the roof that I still have to do. And then that's it, and we're ready to wrap the vehicles. All right, so like I was saying, the father and son, they had painted this and they prepped it, and most of the damage is, or I wouldn't say damage, the imperfections in the car are from poor body prep or paint prep. So can't really blame them for that. They actually did a lot better job than a father and son with no paint experience. I'm surprised by it. You know, it's not half bad. It's probably better than a lot of Mako paint jobs out there. But other than that, they actually choose that cherry metallic, and I believe under the spoiler here, this is the color it's supposed to be, and that's actually the color that I wanted to get it wrapped. It's like a matte chrome red, and I'm guessing this doesn't have any clear coat on it, but the clear coat's real light on here, and I think the sun has just overall faded this. I think he had the car painted. He had it after it was painted for 3 years. So I'm sure it sat outside in the sun for 3 years, and with a light clear coat on it like this, the clear coat has actually held up halfway decent, but the paint itself is faded. At least the red, the black has held up very nicely, but you can see here a lot of changes in the coat as far as the thickness of the coat. But this color is actually what I would be going for with a wrap, but it's about 2.5 G's more than what I'm going with now, and I still love the color that I'm going with. And I think with wrapping the spoiler and everything, it's going to turn out really nicely. So please stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoy these quick updates, please just let me know. Or if you just kind of want me to, the big jobs like the coilover, rear end, suspension, all of that, I'll have full videos on. If you guys want kind of little updates like this, just on little things that I'm doing that I wouldn't normally include in a video, if you guys like that, please let me know. I'll keep doing short little videos. If not, then I'll just update you guys in whatever video I do next. Let's say I do the front A-arms or front steering components. If you guys just want me to include what I've done off camera recently, just let me know, and I'd be glad to do that. So maybe save you guys some time. But if you guys enjoy these quick little videos, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments so I can keep making these if you do enjoy them. And if you do, see you guys next time. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We have a lot more content on the Camaro coming soon. So see you guys next time.